Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to change the brightness of live camera preview using CameraX and Flutter Android application with Media 3 effect. Now you should be using Flutter 3.32 or higher. Do not use version less than that, otherwise you will face a lot of build gradle issue when you try to run the final output. Second thing is, I'm not using any third-party library. All the code which I have written is native code. It's not possible to do that using third-party library for Flutter camera. That's why I've written native code. So first let me show you guys the output. Now I will be using Android Studio to show you guys the output. I'm mirroring my device, so the output might be little bit laggy. Just bear with me over here. So I'll just give the camera permission first, and I have changed the brightness to 0.5, I think, something like that. So I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but actually I'm like, when I'm mirroring my device, the output is extremely black, but it does work. What I'll do is I'll change the brightness, okay, just to prove it to you. Currently it is minus 0.5, that's why you are not able to see anything. Let's make it 0.5. okay, I think the value ranges from 1 to -1. Okay, so the application is building. Let's go back to the code in the meantime. So first you have to import dart.io, then you have to import this my camera view file which we will be creating. Now don't write Flutter app over here. This is my application name. You should write your own project name or application name, and this file I'll come back shortly. Then we import material as well as services. This entire piece of code which you see over here is same default boilerplate code which you see, and here I have this my home page widget. Okay, so it is basically a stateful widget over here. Like I said, we are only interested in Flutter Android, that's why I've only considered the case of Flutter Android. So by default for Android it is false the camera permission. Even for camera permission I have written in native code. Then here we have this method channel, same name you need to use it on native Android side as well. Here we have this init state. If platform is Android, then we just call this get camera permission method. Then here we have this camera permission dot invoke get camera permission, okay, and here we have this bool result as well, and if it is successful then we change this value to true. And here we have this build method, so we just create a scaffold, and if permission is granted then we display our camera view, otherwise I just display text saying give camera permission. Now before I show you guys this particular file, let's go back to the output again, and here hopefully now you can see this is the output. Again I'm mirroring my device, so the output is little bit laggy, but now you can see the brightness has increased significantly. Okay, and if I want I can just click on take photo as well to capture the photo, and the captured image will be displayed inside a Flutter image views widget. Okay, I'll just change this brightness to maybe, how about let's make it 0. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'll rerun it. In the meantime let's go back to our code. So first we have this my camera view dot dart. I'll scroll up. So here we import dart.io. Then we have this Flutter material as well as Flutter services. Then here we create this stateful widget. Here we have this method channel of camera view. Then here we have this variable of image URL. Then here we have this creation params as well. If platform is Android and image URL is not equal to empty, then the image has been captured, right? So in that case we display the image using image.file. Else we use this Android view where we pass the camera view, text direction, creation param, and platform view created as well. And inside on platform view created we just do channel.set method call handler, passing our handle method, and inside handle method we just create this case send from native. So we just get the image URL of the captured image and we just assign it to this particular variable. Okay, so once it is set, it will just display this image, as this Android view displays our camera view as well as the take photo button. Okay, let's see the output again. I've just changed it. So here you can see I think 0 is by default the brightness, so we are not seeing any change. Let's make it, I don't know, minus 0.2. okay, and let's rerun it again. Let's come back over here. So here we have the Android folder. okay, and here we have this build.gradle file. So you'll have to go to this build.gradle file. Here you need to add this dependency. First one is camera core, second is camera 2, camera life cycle, camera view. This media 3 effect is still in alpha at the time of me recording, but make sure if it does become stable, you use the stable version. Then we have this media 3 effect, and as well as the constraint layout dependency as well. Then here you need to go to android manifest.xml. Here you need to use this feature of android hardware camera, then camera permission, as well as write external storage permission as well. Okay, then we need to go to main activity. Now before I show you guys the code, let's go back to the output again. Let's see if anything has changed or not. So yeah, I feel like something has changed. So hopefully you can see the brightness has decreased. So hopefully you get the point. So you can change the value from -1 to 1. So I'm putting down my device. Okay, all right, let's come back over here. So first, don't change your package name, keep it as default, whatever is present. So these are the imports which you have to use. Okay, then here is our Flutter activity. So here we just create a variable with camera permission, and if android version less than equal to p, we also use the write external storage permission. Then here we have this method channel result, and here we override this on request permission result as well. If all permissions are granted, then we send this as true, else we send this as false. And here we have another helper method just to check whether permission was granted or not. Here we override configure Flutter engine as well, and here we just do Flutter engine dot platform views controller, and here we pass this camera view. So same name you need to use it on native android, on same name which we used on Flutter side, we use it over here as well. And here we initialize this Kotlin file. So here it is, my camera view factory, which I'll come back later on. And here we have this method channel of camera permission. So if the camera permission is granted, then we just do activity compat.request permission, passing in our requested permission, required permission, as well as requested code permission. Okay, so as soon as you call this method, this gets called, and once the user grants the permission, this particular method gets called. Okay, so here we have this Flutter engine dot platform views controller dot register factory. Here we pass camera view as well as my camera view factory as well. Now coming back to this my camera view factory, here you can see we just again, this should be your own package name. Whatever you have inside your main activity, use that package name. This is boilerplate code which you have to write every time you want to embed a native Android view inside your Flutter application. So don't think too much about it, you just have to copy this code. And here you can see this is the missing part as well, in case if you are interested. Now here you can see that we are initializing this my camera view file. So here you can see we have another Kotlin file called my camera view. So here this is our, again, this should be your own package name. So now there are a lot of imports. Feel free to pause the video and just copy all these imports that are present. Then here we have annotated this with @unstable, because at the time of me recording this video, this brightness API or media 3 effect is still unstable. So yeah, hopefully by the time you watch it, it does become stable, and then you won't require this annotation. Then here we have this image capture as well as process camera provider. Then here we have this constraint layout. Here we have this preview view as well. Preview view is basically the camera preview which we see. Here is our take photo button. This is the method channel for sending the image URL of the captured image back. Here is our camera executor service. This is the file name format, and here we have this layout params, assigning it to our constraint layout. Here is our constraint set as well. Then here we just constrain it to all sides of the screen. So from the bottom we leave a margin of 200. Then here we have the button as well, for we set the text, title, background color, text color as well, and here we constrain it to the bottom of the screen. Then we assign one click listener to our button as well, so where we call the take photo method. Here we have setup camera, where we call start camera, and here we initialize our camera executor as well. Here is our take photo, where image capture is not equal to null, and here we have this simple date format. Then we use this content values by passing the display name mime type, and if Android version greater than p, we also set the relative path. Then here we do image capture dot output file option, passing in the builder, and then here we do image capture dot take picture. Here we override two methods, on error as well as on image saved, and once the image has been captured, we just call this particular method get path from URI to send the image back to the Flutter side. So here you can see this is how we send the image back to Flutter side. We shut down our camera executor, unbind our camera provider. Here we override get view where we return constraint layout. Here we override dispose as well where we shut down our camera executor. Then here we have start camera, for which we set the aspect resolution strategy, resolution selector as well. Then process camera provider dot get instance passing in our context. Then here we do camera provider future dot add listener by doing camera provider future dot get. Then here we do preview view dot builder, set the resolution selector as well. And here we do image capture dot builder, set the resolution selector, set capture mode as well. Here we get hold of our default back camera. Then we do use case group dot builder, add our preview as well as image capture use case. Then here we have this media 3 effect, and here we set the effect for brightness as well. Then here we add this media 3 effect of use case group builder. We unbind our camera, we bind it to the life cycle, and then we just get hold of context compat dot get main executor passing in our context. So yeah, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.